Hi, this is Henry Chamberlain and welcome to our vlog. Well, of course, the topic right now is coronavirus, specifically COVID-19. A lot of people out there concerned about it, a lot of people planning against it, trying to figure out what the next steps are. We've really taken the position of being a resource and vetting information, sources of information, and making it easy for you to figure out where to go to. Our websites are linked, so all of our material is there. But I wanted to run through some of the things that we've been identifying for you to take a look at. One is we've done a couple of different missives that are easy. They're 2-pagers. One is what do you need to know about coronavirus? People are asking questions about what is it, how's it going to impact us, what's the science around it. Another one is a checklist when you're working with your tenants and staff, your building personnel. What are the things you should be thinking about and telling them? Contingency planning, business planning. How are we going to work remotely? How are we going to communicate with tenants? So we've got some good guidance there that you can utilize, and then you can personalize it for your own offices. The other thing we talked about yesterday on a conference call is many property managers need to have a conversation with tenants. How are the buildings going to operate? How are you going to do with cleaning? If there should be an incident, if there are other things going on in the marketplace, how is the building going to operate? So the property manager can go into the tenants and talk about the things that are happening. That will be coming out in the relatively close future. We're also looking at local associations, things that they're doing. BOMA Georgia today has a webinar they've offered nationwide. A lot of our locals are developing materials and other programs. So we're going to be a comprehensive resource center for everybody taking a look at what's available, how do we take a look at real estate and how it should be operating. On yesterday's call, we did a nationwide call with our local execs and presidents and a lot of other folks. 2 issues came up. One was cleaning, and the other was ventilation. We've been relying a lot on the Centers for Disease Control. You'll see links on our website to them. But interim business guidance, they've got a great document on that in terms of planning. Simple things like posters around hand washing, hygiene, things that people should be thinking about. And also just environmental cleaning and disinfecting. What are best practices? What should we be using based on the science? So CDC has some great stuff on the cleaning side of it. On the ventilation side, American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers, ASHRAE, obviously ingrained in the building codes. Great guidance, and they've been reminded on their website about ventilation, how you should be taking a look at that, filters and all the rest. So it's not new science, but it's really good high performance science around the best practices on ventilation. Back to the continuity and business planning, we also be taking a look at how things are going to impact on our businesses. Here at BOMA, we've had staff meeting in terms of how are we going to work remotely, make sure everybody has the right software and all. So of course people should be looking at those kinds of things as well. And then finally, a group that we work with, some certainly identifying information as the World Health Organization. They've been tracking where the cases are, so you can see that. But they remind us that we need to be coping with stress with our teams, with our staffs, ourselves. You know, we need to stay healthy and active and as positive as we can. We need to concentrate on our own personal health as we get through this. But think of BOMA as your one-stop shop. We're working with everybody, we're vetting the information and concentrating it so you can make your own action plans based on it. And we're going to keep doing that throughout this time. Thank you.